Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baker going to throw this right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Baker changing the play at the line. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2nd down and 3. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Mayfield down. Being chased out left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run, Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Waddle the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep. Instead of give up the middle. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They need 18 yards here on third down. Throw it. Mayfield. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Mayfield to throw it. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 53 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 11 now. Now Mayfield. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
And he's going to be taken down back on the 35-yard line. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown! Bucky Irving. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 74 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and then bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's Tua. Rolling to his right. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. In front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, 34 yards. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action, here's Tua. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Levante David.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bucs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. A run up the middle with Irving. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Once again, it's Irving to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin.
36 yards.
And the Buccaneers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Washington now brings this out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And some space here.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run it out of the gun with Irvin.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Flush to his right. That is caught. And he's into...